The story is over. Popy hopes you enjoyed this story. The story begins now. The day I was about to jump, countless transparent barrages appeared before my eyes. Miss, the old slave is late. Just give the word. We will immediately support you in seizing the Young family's property. Don't worry. I have 2,000 online reading hours. Use 100 genuine and fake changing novels as a basis. It'll be your super system to solve all your problems. Hello, sister. I'm a master of business administration. TOEFL English full score. Next, I will provide specialized tutoring for your studies. That's when I knew. I am a true and false heiress. The true heiress who was wrongly swapped in the text. And due to the favoritism of parents and the framing of fake daughters, I almost chose to end my life on my birthday. But it was also on this day. Countless unfamiliar sisters have become my support. And then it became the rose that was loved and pampered in their mouths. When I came home with a big and heavy backpack on my back. The villa of the Young family is as dark as a silent monster. Today is Young Lumin's birthday. Everyone in the villa went to celebrate his birthday. Not even a single lamp was left for me. Young Lumin has always been kind and soft-hearted. My birthday didn't just invite my friends. Even the household servants were invited. Except for the righteous daughter of my Young family. It's ridiculous to say. When I was 14 years old, the Young couple found me in a remote mountainous area. When she cried and said she wanted to take me away from that remote, poor, and even chaotic place, I was about to be sold by my adoptive parents to a 30-year-old fool. I thought I was finally saved. But when my biological parents brought me back to the Young family's villa, I just realized. During the 14 years I was absent. A counterfeit product. I have enjoyed the beautiful life that originally belonged to me. But I was beaten and scolded by his parents and grew up to 14 years old. Because you're going to sell me for 30,000 yuan. To make me not hate him. I can't do it. Ko Yongfu Yongmu said cautiously. Painter. My man is also a child we raised from childhood to adulthood. His parents are uneducated and irritable. He definitely won't have a good life when he goes back. Can you just be like an extra sister? I tugged at the corner of my mouth. I didn't tell them. My name is Painter. It's because my foster parents want to have a son. Hope for a son. Hope for a son. My inferiority complex is like a thorn in my heart, tormenting me day and night. So I increasingly wanted to use various methods. Confirm the love of Yongfu Yongmu for me. I want to prove it to everyone. I am better than the white lotus flower that occupies the magpie's nest. But I only attended elementary school before coming to Yunhai City. Even though I study hard day and night, you can never compare to Luman Yung in school. Yongfu Yongmu was highly anticipated by me from the beginning. Looking at me with disappointment. You are indeed a useless person. If I had known, I wouldn't have brought you back. Disappointed eyes are like a shredder. Smashed my expectations for my parents clean. People in school, mocking me for being a chicken from a mountain ditch. Imitate my clumsy Mandarin. Mocking me for wearing expensive clothes that don't fit me. But I won't admit defeat. I fought against those who mocked me at school. Parents invited every day. Young Fasiumu looked at me with a look that went from disappointment to disgust. I wish Young Luman was their biological daughter. No one loves me. I can only struggle to love myself. I pried open the door of Luman Yung. Take away his expensive dress. Wear it on me. Even if it doesn't fit me, I still want to wear it. I took away his branded cosmetics. I applied a thick layer on my face. Young Luman has never engaged in physical labor since birth. Even delicate skin has never been sunburned. The color number of liquid foundation is the whitest. And I want to go up the mountain before dawn. I have been working for over a decade now. My skin has been sunburned and turned black and red. Liquid foundation on my face. It's like a roasted pear wrapped in flour. Black, red, and white. I heard those servants mocking me. Young Luman looked at her room, crying uncontrollably. Everyone, look at me. Disgusting like looking at a pus sack. I am standing on the stairs. I was slapped hard by Young's father. I haven't shed a single tear. Just handed him a bottle of makeup remover. Let him remove the foundation makeup from his palm. Memories of the past 2 years. Almost constantly tormenting me. I hate why I am the one who was hurt. But no one is standing beside me. Thinking about me jumping off the top floor of the Young group. Let everyone in the world know. The leader of the Young group. Such harsh treatment of one's own daughter. A hint of confusion flashed through my eyes. But my biological parents are not on my side. Will those strangers pity me? Next second, a strange transparent screen appeared in front of me. There are many scrolling bullet comments appearing above. Holy crap. Excited. I have been reading true and false rumors for so many years. Finally, I can find a place to use my skills. Top up, top up. Miss, can you see us? I'm late. Miss, rest assured. We are the vanguard. The main force is still behind. I have read at least 100 real and fake changing novels that can appear in front of you. As long as you give the order, we will immediately support you in seizing the Yun family's property. I'm so excited, so excited. Can I just throw my whole body over? I stood there blankly. I watched for half a day. I just figured out what was said on the barrage in front of me. Original. I am just a villainous character in a real and fake novel. My appearance. Just to highlight the kindness and tenderness of Lu Man-yun. The more vicious I am, everyone will cherish Lu Man-yun more and more. I will become increasingly extremist, constantly framing Lu Man-yun. And then it was discovered. Everyone knows I'm vicious. If I were not related by blood to Yung Fuyunmu, I had long been expelled from the upper circle of Yunhai City. Yung Lu-man has a childhood sweetheart named Bai Feng. They grew up together since childhood. In the book, I think, originally, everything belonged to me. So I wanted to snatch Bai Feng back. Instead, it started from high school. It became everyone's laughingstock. Bai Feng hates me to the extreme. Until the year of graduation from university, Lu Man-yun and I are entangled by the roadside. Yung Lu-man accidentally got hit by a car and flew away. Loose use of SB, as said. I was captured by the angry Bai Feng. I took my cornea without anesthesia. I died in a remote warehouse. And Lu Man-yun uses my cornea. Under the witness of Yung Fuyunmu, she married Bai Feng. These people on the barrage. It's all after reading this novel. People who want to help me. They said they came to change my destiny. My eyelashes trembled. Ignore the barrage in front of you. I crawled into the dog hole behind the villa. I don't have the key to the villa. The servants in the villa sometimes vent their anger for Lu Man-yun. Will intentionally not open the door for me. I've been looking for this for a long time. I just found a way to enter the villa. The fence is too high. I can't go through it. After flipping in, I am standing in a remote corner of the villa. Open the window and flip inside. This is my room. I turned on the light. Looked towards the location of the barrage. Not disappeared. Perhaps it was a hallucination caused by my excessive pain. I opened the door. Walking to the living room, there are antique shelves on display. Take down a pea made of gold from above. Open my backpack. Installed it inside. Then slowly crawled out of the dog hole. Their villa is located in the bustling city center. The villas of wealthy people are located in places where every inch of land is valuable. Not long after leaving, I just found a company that looks like it's going to cheat money. I shop for recycling gold. After financing the golden pea, it was sold for 20,000 yuan. Actually, I know that the boss intentionally reported a missing number. But regular gold shops definitely won't accept this. Take 2,000 yuan. I bought a birthday cake. Sitting on the street. Squeeze it into your mouth one by one. Sweet and greasy cream glided down my throat. It makes me a little nauseous. But I still eat mechanically. Today is also my birthday. I also want to have what Lu Man-yun has. That transparent barrage stubbornly appeared in my sight. It makes it hard for me to even breathe. Oh my god, sister, stop eating. Sister, do you trust us? We are all clear college students. It won't harm you. Sister, please stop eating. Damn this system. Why can't we spend money? I want to buy a birthday gift for my sister. I'm so anxious. I feel so heartbroken. I rarely feel a little confused. I really have a mental problem. The barrage saw me finally speaking. The screen refresh rate is faster. It's not a mental problem. All of this is true. Miss, don't worry. I have 2,000 hours of reading experience. I will become your super system. Resolve everything for you. The barrage is so captivating. My already dead heart has loosened a bit. Perhaps these people can really be trusted. I tried to ask. What should I do then? The barrage chattered incessantly. I think you should settle down first. How about we rush straight to Young Lumin's birthday party? Lift up the table. Everyone, don't think it's easy. Why not pretend to be mentally abnormal? Directly stab Luman Yung to death. I left my side expressionlessly. There is no useful suggestion in the barrage. I strongly despised the self who had just fantasized about believing in the barrage. I can see it now. This barrage is full of bad ideas. This is me facing the people of Luman Yung on my own. What's the difference? I knew only I could believe in this world. When I got home, it was already late at night. In the warm living room of Yung's villa, Luman Yung is wearing a sweet smile, uncovering the gift that covered the entire carpet. I stood at the door, covered in dirt. He's covered in plaster from digging dog holes. Yongfu saw the loving smile on my face. Stuck up. Especially Yongfu. It's like my butt was ignited by fire. Rubbing up, stand up. He looked at me with disgust on his face. Swearing. Why did you still learn how to steal? There is surveillance in the living room. I saw you steal that golden tissue long ago. If it weren't for Dream's persuasion, I have to kill you today. I looked back expressionlessly. Then just beat me to death. Yung's father was instantly furious. I picked up the ashtray in front of me and smashed it at me. I didn't even hide. Allowing a solid glass ashtray hit me hard on the head. Severe pain and dizziness exploded from my head. I shed blood through it. See Yungmu holding Luman Yung in her arms. He patted his back again and again to appease him. Yung Luman obediently advised Yung's father. Dad, don't be angry. Sister may have encountered difficulties. He didn't do it intentionally either. I wiped the blood off my face. Mockingly speaking of false kindness. Since the three of you are a family, why did you bring me back? Yongfu is a stubborn and self-willed person. I will never admit that I am wrong. And Yongmu faced me. But it seems like they dare not face the mistakes they have made. So I doubled my love for Luman Yung. They have long been accustomed to it. Using a condescending attitude to conceal one's own guilt. If I had known you were this kind of person, let it fend for itself. I'm a bit amused. I'm this kind of guy. What are you guys who gave birth to me? Too much blood flow on the head. I'm already on the brink of fainting. Before fainting, I saw the barrage saying, stop making noise. You're at a loss like this. Hurry up, get dizzy. We have a solution. Really? This is not a bad idea. He saw it. He listened to us. Our cooperation is really seamless. Nice. With our level of tacit understanding, usual group must be in our possession. I was momentarily lost in thought. You can't even tell that I'm really dizzy. I still have the confidence to defeat this damn fate with me. When I opened my eyes again, I'm the only one in the world. My forehead is wrapped in thick gauze. The barrage in front of me was flashing the screen with excitement. The previous barrage was all in yellow font. When I woke up, there are more black fonts mixed in. Black font looks much more mature when speaking than yellow font. The yellow font is for first-level readers. They're still young. The black font is for secondary readers. We have successfully saved a dozen supporting role like you. Speaking in black font is somewhat straightforward. Weak and powerless typing in yellow font. What's wrong with your secondary readers? They actually look down on us. I'll tell you. It can be considered as a punch on cotton. Is the boss warm? I couldn't help but laugh. What an interesting barrage. Holy crap. Sister, you laughed. This is the first time I've seen you smile. Move out of my way. Let me say this sentence. Miss. Oh slave, this is the first time I've seen you so happy. I was stunned. Subconsciously touch the corner of your lips with your fingertips. Did I laugh? The next second, I pursed my lips. Pretend to be indifferent. In fact, there are some curious bullet comments in my eyes. I remember before I fainted, they said they had a solution. What method is it? It seems to know what I'm thinking. Next second barrage. A black font. Sent a super long paragraph. The general meaning is that my current situation cannot be worse. No matter what I do, I am always moving in a positive direction. Then say, since I am already living in a mess now, it's better to use a quick knife to cut through the chaos. Just pretend to have amnesia. I'm a bit confused. Gently retell. Pretending to have amnesia. The barrage immediately made some people anxious. Oh, don't let anyone else hear you. We can only see the space you are in. What if someone is eavesdropping outside? Yes, it's just pretending to have amnesia. My lips moved. Then he said with complex eyes. I can't. Yes, I don't. I am not good at pleasing people. It's not smooth either. I am like a thorny wild grass growing in the wilderness. Neither beautiful nor eye-catching. Only when someone wants to bully me, I will erect the thorns on my body. Make the other party bleed profusely. Cause destruction to both sides. Actually, when I was just found back, Yunfu still has some limited affection for me. They tried to be good to me. I just happened to be caught by Lu Man-yun every time. And then there was no more. For example, when I first came back, they want to give me a new name. Hold a party. I want to tell everyone about holding the wrong daughter for over a decade. Finally found by them. But they just finished talking to me. Young Lu Man has a high fever that never subsides. I passed out unconscious. Yunfu urgently called the family doctor over. The doctor said that Lu Man-yun is overthinking. Young Lu Man woke up in a daze. Having a high fever. Poor one lying in bed. Crying and shouting mom and dad. Like a panicked little deer. You don't want me anymore. Micah sat by the bed with a soft heart. Young Lu Man cried and said, if you tell everyone when you hold the wrong thing, his classmates would mock him. Bai Feng won't like him either. Yunfu looked at Lu Man-yun, who was white, thin, and beautiful. I looked at me standing next to me, who was both black and thin. Difficult to say to me. Otherwise, we'll have another banquet in the future. Let me introduce you to everyone again. Coincidentally, you are also taking care of your body. This way, everyone will respect you. The subtle disgust and pain in Yanma's eyes touched my heart. Is this my mother? Don't they both love me very much? Otherwise, how could we find such a remote mountainous area? Bring me home again. When I left with them, I thought I finally had a home. Maybe I'm not good enough. So I endured it. But with repeated patience. Just make them feel I am a person who can be treated casually. Later on, even students from prestigious high schools don't know. I am actually the true daughter of the Yun family. They gathered around Young Lu Man. Look at me. Smiling and asking, is this your Yun family's dog? Young Lu Man sat obediently and ingeniously among everyone. Furrowed his brow in some difficulty. I can't say for sure. Otherwise, you can ask him yourself. I calmly say that I am the daughter of the Yun family. As a result, everyone burst into laughter. Why aren't you surnamed Yun? Gu Pan. Don't think you live in the Yun family. I really dream of being the daughter of the Yun family. No one believes that I am the daughter of the Yun family. But no one is willing to support me either. Even Yunfu values Lu Man-yun more. Not related to anything else. Because Young Lu Man and Bai Feng are in love. Bai Feng is another wealthy family in Yunhai City. Yun's investment has failed several times in the past 2 years. This wealthy family, which originally made a fortune through the times, is declining. The best way to save Cloud City. It's about marrying into 100 families. Baijia just needs to let go. Willing to cooperate with Cloud City. Cloud Market may not have the possibility of turning the tables. In the face of money. What is blood relation? Even though Yunfu, I know I've been wrong in school. I don't care at all. On the contrary, the relationship with Lu Man-yun has become better. That's why you have to pretend to have amnesia even more. A layer of enlarged black font appeared in front of me. The road ahead has been blocked. We'll go back to the starting point. Let's start over. Yes. Nirvana rebirth. Listen to us now. Just pretend to have amnesia. Pretend that all memories are gone. Then gradually demonstrate your abilities to your parents. Speaking of which, Miss, how is your learning situation? I'm a bit embarrassed. Get out of sight. That's it. A black font persistently asked. That's how it is. I'm hesitating. Over 300 people. Not bad. No, how old are you? About. Wait a moment, you go back and flip through a page of the novel. I quickly said. Don't flip it over. We have a total age of 400 people. How many exactly do you have for 300? I said in despair. 397 individuals. I thought the barrage in front of me would look down on me. What I didn't expect was, they just paused for a moment. Just keep talking. It's okay, miss. I have a master's degree in business administration. Next, I will provide specialized tutoring for your studies. Wait a minute. You don't need to intervene in high school studies yet. I am a high school math teacher. Leave it to me. I went to England to study since elementary school. Leave the English to me. Not long after, the subjects I studied at school were all divided by everyone. Even a dedicated wealthy second-generation sister said, "Can you teach me some jewelry appreciation knowledge?" I'm a little hesitant to ask. Can amnesia still increase knowledge? It won't arouse suspicion from others. The next second, Yongfu pushed the door open and came in. I had to try my best to follow the instructions on the barrage. Looking at them both in confusion, Yung's father said impatiently, "What are you up to again? The past 2 years of life have made me feel stressed. As long as he gets impatient with me, I just want to make him unhappy too." I tightly held onto my hospital gown with my hand under the blanket. Raised a slightly twisted smile. Yu Guang watched as the barrage designed the lines for me, forcefully speaking softly. "Who are you?" A sentence that shocked the world. Yongfu forgot what he said to me when he came in. But instead, he went out and called for a doctor to come in. The doctor asked me questions while examining me. I answered according to the comments on the barrage. The doctor nodded to Yun's father and mother. Perhaps due to a head injury. Temporary amnesia caused by. But can it be restored? No one can guarantee this. A barrage quickly flashed past. In front of everyone. You'd better pretend to never remember. A black bullet screen took over the conversation. Explain to me. And then with a brand new appearance. Show them your talents. They didn't like you before. It's because people like your parents are arrogant. I feel like a child born from my own genes. It must be very impressive. If you lose your memory afterwards, show excellent business talent. They will naturally value you. If you can still lead Yunshi Group to new heights, they will hold you and protect you. Don't be biased. As long as you can do over 100 things, tell them to send Lu Manyun back. They all do it with charming smiles. I lowered my eyes. So that's how it is. The original relationship between people. Is it maintained through profit? Yongfu needs me. I am their dearest and most beloved child. If Lu Manyun is more useful to them, I became an abandoned child. What about these people on the barrage? What use do I have for them? I didn't ask for an exit. Because of this group of people on the barrage, he is the only one who has shown me kindness. No matter what they want from me. As long as I have, just give it to them. Because of the sudden event of my amnesia, Yongfu hurriedly picked me up and brought me home. I am standing at Yongjiao Villa, looking at the cloud dream at the door. Gently and softly asked, "Dad and Mom, who is he?" Yung Lumin's expression changed. He never expected it. Last night, I was still arguing fiercely with Mr. Yung. Today, I was actually sent back by Yung's father and mother. Still shouting Mom and Dad. You know, I used to refuse to call out to them. The barrage praised me with satisfaction. Yes. We still need to call someone first. Don't think you're saying something nice. My self-esteem is gone. We need to consider the long-term benefits. Self-esteem. I lowered my eyes. I always thought people like me have no self-esteem. I just didn't expect it. It used to make me unwilling to bow down. It's actually my self-esteem. Even though I am ugly. Even though my grades are terrible. Even though I am reclusive. Even if it looks like the worst child. But I still stubbornly live in this world. They once laughed heartily on my self-esteem. I really want to break the self-esteem of these people too. Let them taste my pain. Yongfu looked at Yung Luman. It seems like you're thinking about how to explain it to me. The relationship between me and Lu Manyun. Micah gave him a color. Gently tell me he's your sister. We adopted it. It's called Lu Manyun. I just seem to have thought of something. Say. What's my name? Mom. Perhaps it's the sunlight reflecting into my eyes. Reminded Yumu of the time when she was looking forward to my birth. His lips trembled. Say your name is Yung Qianlang. Wishing you a peaceful life. Did he also look forward to my birth? It's so simple to change my name that values boys over girls and doesn't treat me like a person. Original. Let Yumu recall my motherly love so easily. But I don't need it anymore. I look like the three of them before. Raise a fake smile. My parents must love me very much. Yongfu seems to have just met me. I was a little stunned, nodding somewhat awkwardly. Yeah, that's right. Turn your head. But I found Lu Man-yun standing in front of the three of us. Tears flowed down my cheeks. It's like filming a Chungyo TV drama. There you go again. It's this set again. Young Lu Man looked at us with grievance. Lu Man-yun, I haven't spoken a complete sentence for half a day. On the contrary, it was An Huang, a housekeeper who accompanied Young Lu Man. Looked at us disapprovingly. Said with a somewhat critical tone. Mr. Yun, MRS Yun. You guys say this. Can you consider Miss Man Man's mood? He will be upset. Yung Fu subconsciously wants to coax Young Lu Man. A faint weariness appeared in my eyes. This is it. I am already prepared for Lu Man-yun to bring Yongfu to his side again. Little does one think. The barrage looks like it's gone crazy. Everyone's barrage is shaking. Miss, it's time for me to take the stage. I only have one sentence. Remember, the path of drifting dreams leaves him with no way out. No way. I disagree. We are following the lead lady route. What kind of petty attitude? Baby, we must show the young lad a gaseous state. Set off this green tea to make it both low and fake. You're right. You're just looking at that housekeeper now. Ask your parents. Is Young Lu Man the child of a housekeeper? I saw this one. I suddenly knew what to do. My spine is straight and upright. I glanced lightly at An Huang and Young Lu Man. Turning his head in confusion, he asked, Mom, did you adopt this aunt's daughter? Why do they look like they're biological? As soon as this sentence is spoken, several people froze. Yung Fu glanced thoughtfully at An Huang and Young Lu Man. Suddenly felt a little strange. In what capacity did An Huang accuse him and Yunmu? Take another glance. I feel that Young Lu Min's current posture is somewhat embarrassing. If it weren't for Ba Feng liking him, I wouldn't consider him a treasure anymore. At this moment, Yun's father belatedly realized. My own biological daughter seems pretty good too. Young Lu Man looked at the suspicion in Yung Fa's Yunmu eyes. His face is both green and white. Why don't the previous moves work anymore? Shouldn't we be looking forward to angrily scolding ourselves? Be affected. Then Yunmu scolded him again. Next, Yunmu will also buy him some expensive gifts. How has it changed? But Yunmu couldn't tolerate An Huang's provocation of her authority. She is the mistress of this house. I am preparing to resign from this Huang auntie. Micah suddenly thought. This An Huang seems to have applied for the job before she gave birth. I have been working from home for 16 years. Micah calmly moved his eyes. Another thing to say about children. She will never allow anyone to play with her. I am lost in thought as I sweep everything into my eyes. Original. Everyone has their own inviolable place in their heart. Micah loves himself the most. So no one is allowed to infringe upon his status as the mistress of the Yung family. Yung Fu's favorite is also himself. So he regards the Yung group as more important than anyone else. Who can create value for me or Yung Lu Man? He gets close to whoever he is. Lu Man Yung loves herself the most. So he used all means to suppress me. Afraid that I might steal everything from him. But all of this didn't belong to him in the first place. That's strange. Clearly, the selfishness of the three of them is identical. How could I be the biological daughter of Yongfu Yunmu? Now it's the summer vacation from grade 1 to grade 2. A full 2-month vacation. I was originally worried about how to handle myself. Difficult days in the villa. But now I don't worry anymore. Because my room has changed. My room was originally located in a remote corner on the first floor. Next to it is the laundry room. The servant lives on the other side of the first floor. And Yongfu Yunmu lives on the third floor. Young Lu Man lives alone on the second floor of a whole floor. Just when I asked where my room was, Micah actually said, let me live with Young Lu Man on the second floor. The expression on Young Lu Min's face was stiff like that of a recently deceased zombie. Teeth bite and bite again. Just found a gentle tone. However, Dad and Mom, I'm used to living alone now. And I have already realized something from the recent confrontation. I am standing on the second floor. Turn your head and look at Yung Fu downstairs. Why don't I take a look first? Let's have a paternity test between us. Uncle Auntie. although I have lost my memory. But I don't think you made a mistake. After all, it seems that your adopted daughter is already living alone on the second floor of the villa. If I were your daughter, how could there be no room for me in the villa? I enthusiastically performed for a vigilant little girl. You're not lying to me to do something bad, are you? Yoon's father's face turned red. The servants standing in the corner whispered to each other. However, they're not talking for me. They used to be little followers of Lu Man-yoon. I like to isolate myself with him. Yoon took a deep breath. Say, what are you saying? Why do people like us deceive you? Let Man live on the second floor. It's because you said back then. Do you like the attic? So I gave you the fifth floor and attic together. I looked at the people below with different expressions. I can't help but feel a bit refreshed. This is like taking a step back to advance. No wonder Yoon Lu Man likes to play tricks and tricks. The barrage in front of me is all praising me. Baby is great. This is it. Not a single point belongs to you. So smart. I immediately learned how to fight for my own interests. I averted my gaze with red eyes. What is it? What's there to praise about this? It's so simple to go from a noisy and cold small room to a whole two-story room. I realize. My past awkwardness. Apart from making me get worse. It has no effect. The moment when a person grows up. Just realizing that besides oneself. No one to rely on. Start. I used to be awkward and introverted, and I lost my temper. But they are all looking forward to it. Someone can hold back my emotions. Tell me. He loves me very much. My rebellion in the past. They are all waiting for Yoon to apologize to me. But now there is such a group of people. Tell me. What do you want? You have to go get it yourself. Thank you for telling me what to do. In the way I looked at the barrage. There is a subtle gratitude and warmth. I thought the barrage wouldn't show it. Who knew they just didn't expose me? Quickly. The attic on the fifth floor and upstairs has been cleaned up. Large French window. Pear blossom carved wooden bed. A carpet covering the entire floor and a study filled with books. 2 whole years. A place I haven't even stepped into. Now it belongs to me. I am sitting in the study. The barrage in front of me said. Okay. From now on. Let's start a comeback. You're right. Only possessing rights. You will get the rights you want. Start from today. We will give you devil training. It's best to do it before school starts. Can you integrate all the missed courses into a cohesive whole? And then at the upcoming Mid-Autumn Festival banquet, win the appreciation of the heads of various families. Step on Lu Man-yoon fiercely at your feet. Those scheming techniques are just small tricks. What you really should do. It's about making oneself excellent. Excellent enough that no one can ignore your radiance. I nodded solemnly. Oh, I see. Next to them are the sisters on the barrage. Recommended various reference books for me. There are also books related to finance. Just like this for 2 whole months. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Start a whole day of learning. Until midnight. My life is completely filled with learning. I have missed too many courses in the past. However, the girls on the barrage have never complained either. They seem to be purely devoted to me. Even if they can't get anything from me. But they're rapidly scrolling phones. It's like not knowing how tired it is. Accompanying me day and night to become a better person. I couldn't help but ask. Can you help me? Do you want to get something from me? The scrolling English grammar on the barrage paused for a moment. Suddenly, many bullet comments appeared. We simply hope that you are doing well. When I first read your novel, I was thinking, why do you have to work so hard? Because you want someone to love you. So we're here, haha. You are the rose we raised ourselves. I quietly curled my lips. I seem to have gone through the barrage. I saw concrete and beautiful girls. Okay. There's no time left. Come and learn. I nodded. Started learning crazily again. The people in the villa were in constant fear for 2 whole months. It seems like I received guidance from an expert. Preparing to stir up a bloody storm in the villa. We need to start seeking revenge. Among them, Lu Man-yoon is the most severe. He goes out every day to contact Ba-feng for emotional connections. Follow Yoon at night and try to please him. Tell me how good his relationship with Ba-feng is. Yoon is also waiting for my next move. But no one expected it. I stayed quietly in the study for 2 months. Until the start of school. I just stepped out of the door, smiling at Yunfu. He made a request that shocked them all. Dad and Mom, I want to try jumping to the extreme. Yunfu frowned. You. Micah's face was full of disapproval. Qian, you may have amnesia. I don't remember what happened before. Your previous grades. Micah hasn't finished yet. Luman next to him said hypocritically. Yeah, sister. Your previous grades were terrible. It's better to be down to earth in life. I didn't pay attention to Luman Yun. But instead, he looked at Yunfu and said, I am the child of my parents. How could my grades be poor? I don't remember before. But I've been reading previous books lately. I feel very familiar with everything. That's why I had this idea. A straightforward flattery. Stuck Yunfu's words in his stomach. Can they deny what I said? Isn't that denying their genes? Yun's father's blush is red-green-green. I finally said it after much effort. Okay. I will help you contact the principal about the matter of skipping grades. You better not embarrass them. By the way, this is your ID card. You'll take it over. Look at the 3 words Yun Qian on above. Chongyun Luman bends his eyes. Is my sister going to take the exam together? You should also have good academic performance, right? Yun Luman shook her head stiffly. No, I can't. His suspicious gaze secretly looked at me. Of course I know Luman Yun won't skip levels anymore. Because his academic performance is also average. He was only focused on dating at school. This is the first step to prove myself to Yunfu. I am somewhat fortunate. Fortunately, they didn't have a son. I am the only child between them who is related by blood. As long as there is something I can save, their inner thoughts will loosen up. After all, Luman Yun is still useful to them. No blood relationship at all. Can they both rest assured? The next day is September 1st. What's rare is, Micah actually went to school with me. You should know that before. Micah goes to school every time. They are all holding parent-teacher conferences for Luman Yun. As for me, because my grades are too poor, Soyamu doesn't even have the idea of finding an assistant to help me attend the parent-teacher conference. On the way to school, Luman Yun is somewhat restless and uneasy. Thus in his seemingly ambiguous language, the rumors that have spread are about to be exposed. Minshua Middle School is a high school under the aristocratic system. Among them are the International Department and the Diligence Department that connects with the regular college entrance examination. He and I are both in the International Department. The people who study there, they are all children from wealthy families. And the wealthy circle also has a chain of contempt. As the second tier of wealthy families in Yunhai City, the Yun family, most of the people around him are children of general enterprises who want to benefit from the club market. There are also some children from families similar to the Yun family. These people hold their own identities, refusing to interact with ordinary people. Even some illegitimate children of certain families, they can't even enter their social circle. As the adopted daughter of the Yun family, Yun Luman, the consequences of discovering one's identity can be imagined. From a star-studded Yun family heiress to an adopted daughter, this feeling is just a thought. Let Yun Luman wish she could jump off the car. I am sitting next to Mu. Sit straight. And leisurely looking at the barrage. Rolling and cheering words. Micah frowned gently. Watching Luman Yun. What are you doing? Like having fleas on your body. Can't you sit well like your sister? Even though Yun Mu didn't speak, Yun Luman also recognized the meaning behind his words. An adopted daughter is an adopted daughter. Yun Lumin's face turned pale in agony. Smiling to please. I know, Mom. Even if Yun Luman no longer wants to go to school. But the school has still arrived. It's time for school. People come and go in school. Some familiar classmates looked at me curiously. I seem to be wondering who I am. I only realized later that spending 2 months in the study during summer vacation, continuous learning day and night, make my skin fair again. In addition, under the guidance of the Barrage Sisters training, their demeanor is enhanced. Make me look rational and gentle. It looks like everyone has the demeanor of a daughter. She's completely different from the gloomy and reclusive black girl she used to be. Those people don't seem to recognize me at all. And Yun Luman walked slower and slower beside her, until a handsome boy who looked tall and thin. Come over here. Say hello to Yung Lu Man and Yung Mu. The loving love of Yung Mu smile. It's Bai Feng. Bai Feng greeted politely. Asked Auntie again. Are you here to send Dream to school today? She gave me a surprised glance. This is. Micah looked at Bai Feng. I looked at Lu Man Yung again. It seems to have been measured. Finally, in Yung Lu Ming's despairing eyes, he said. Oh. I'm here to handle the procedures for Qian to skip the level. Bai Feng's puzzled soft voice repeated. Qian. Micah quickly came up with an excuse. Smiling with dignity. Yung Qian. My biological daughter. I have been studying in Wangchuan City before. I just turned around this year. Get closer to home. We can also take care of her. The classmates silently listening around are all human beings. I naturally understood the implied meaning of Yung Mu. Yung Qian is biological. That Lu Man Yung is naturally not biological anymore. I remained silent without saying a word. My mood is a bit complicated. Gu Pan, who was bullied in the past. It disappeared in just a few words from Yung Mu. In everyone's memory. Lu Man Yung dare not tell everyone. Yes. You're right. I used to bully the righteous daughter of the Yung family. The attitude of others towards me. It depends on Yung Fuyama's attitude towards me. They didn't value me before. Even the servants at home can bully me. And now it's gone. I thought Lu Man Yung was a mountain I could never push away. So easily disappeared from my sight like this. And Bai Feng measured it. Then he reached out his hand to me. Smile. Hello, I am Bai Feng. I noticed a subtle ambiguity in Bai Feng's eyes. Cloud floor dreams make a sound. Bai Feng, can you take me to the classroom? The backpack is so heavy. Micah turning head. The warning in the eyes is very strong. Yung Lu Man didn't listen to Mu for the first time. He knows that Yung Fu's Mu is no longer reliable. He must firmly grasp Bai Feng in his palm. I looked at Bai Feng's hand that hadn't been retracted. Looking at the barrage in front of me again. Calmly. Mom doesn't allow you to date. Men can be trusted. The saw will climb the tree, baby. Shouting out in a heart-wrenching manner. Escape. Don't fall into the trap of love, baby. You can be reborn and reborn on your own. There is a mischievous smile in my eyes. I pretended to reach out my hand. Then I saw the barrage of wildly scrolling bullets. Finally, I couldn't resist pursing my lips. Smiling, reach out your hand to your head. Hook the scattered hair behind your ears. Speaking in a distant tone. Hello. The interest in Bai Feng's eyes is stronger. I just won't have a chance to talk to me again. Because the principal has arrived. The principal respectfully took me and Yung Mu to the principal's office. There are already senior high school teachers waiting for me there. I easily passed the test. I became a student in class 1 of grade 3. Micah looked at me with a somewhat complicated expression. I never thought I would actually pass the exam. He promised me back then. It's just that I can't erase my face. I glanced at it. I know what he's thinking now. Why did I perform so poorly before? But if you don't have to love watering, how could we expect a child? What kind of powerful person does it automatically become? I used to be so bad. They don't want to put effort on me. I think having an adopted daughter is enough. But later on, many people have been reteaching me how to become a mature adult. Let me reconcile with the sharp thorns in my heart. So I became who I am now. Is this difficult? For them? Perhaps it is. Before becoming parents, Yung Fu Yung Mu, I definitely didn't pass the exam. For them, the child they are most looking forward to giving birth in a timely manner. You can immediately make money for them. The days ahead will flow like water. Learning and interacting with new classmates every day. Follow Yung Fu to learn how to handle company affairs. All of this looks like it's calm and peaceful. Only I know that I am enduring. The day I take over the Yung family, I have the confidence to confront Yung Fu Yung Mu. But it's also good to tease Yung Lu Man when bored. Every time I unintentionally have some communication with Bai Feng, Lu Man Yung will nervously follow Bai Feng's side. Speak ill of me. This quickly made Bai Feng dislike him. I didn't wait for them to break up. It's time for the Mid-Autumn Festival banquet. The sisters on the brush remain as humorous as ever. Miss, it's time for me to take action. I am studying fashion design. I can design a product for Lu Man Yung. A dress that breaks at the slightest touch. Make him embarrass himself. I pretended to be serious and nodded. Then it'll trouble you. No problem. I will be your most loyal servant. I laughed back and forth. The barrage spoke gently. Baby, it's great to see you laughing so happily. We are proud of you. If we're not here anymore, you also need to laugh a good laugh. My smile slowly faded away. Will you leave me? The barrage says. Yes. Like a growing bird. I will eventually leave my parents' nest. When one day you no longer need us, we will also leave. I remained quiet and didn't speak again. Just at the upcoming banquet, strive to bring out your best side. Show it to everyone. I didn't do it to prevent them from leaving and intentionally performing poorly. This is not what the barrage wants to see. They sacrificed their time to help me. It's to see me become better. I can't be selfish. Just wasting everyone's efforts like this.